Martha, thank you for joining me. How are you?
I'm good, really hot, surviving the heat wave, but thanks for having me.
No, thank you for being here. So your song, You Hang Up, came out today. So it's a release day for you. How exciting is that?
I know, it's so exciting, but also so stressful. I feel like release day is always so much expectation, and I keep like checking the numbers. Are people listening? Are they liking it? But I haven't put any work yet because I'm here for the interview, and I've done another interview today. So
busy day.
I have loads of admin to do after this. That's always what happens on release day.
Yeah. So then, is it like the day after you're then a bit like relax and then enjoy it, or does that ever come?
No, actually, I don't know if it ever comes. I feel like the first few weeks after release are quite intense. I feel like I'm going to be doing loads of admin, lots of content, lots of posting. I think people don't understand that being an independent artist is literally shoving it into people's faces as much as possible, because there's no budget to have it on a billboard in the middle of London, you know?
You have to do a lot of like social media and everything, don't you?
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's talk about your other latest releases.
Yeah.
You released a collaboration, Unscathed. What was it like working with another artist? Because is that your first collaboration?
Yes, it was actually. So I've been writing songs with other artists for a long time, and a lot of my songs are co-writes. Yeah. But this was the first time that someone actually wanted to release a song with me, and I was really excited because Jack, he's such a great musician. Yeah. And so the way it happened actually is one of my friends has been following him. I never heard about Jack before. And then they saw his story, which was like, looking for a female vocalist, and they suggested it to me. So I messaged him thinking like, no way, he's not gonna respond. Like, there's no way. And he responded the next day, and he was like, I want to do it with you. And he sent me 2 songs, and he was like, which one do you like the most? And I loved Unscathed. I loved it so much. And he was like, you can write a verse and you can just like record your vocals. And then we did it, and it turned out really nice. I really like it.
Yeah. So you've released that song this year, as well as the one today. Is this sort of a new era for you? Yes,
definitely. I think I started a new era in February when I released Over It. I feel like now I'm going more into the electro pop girly. Yeah. Because before there was still electronic influences, but it was still kind of indie pop, more organic sounds. Now I'm shifting towards more like electronic drums and just that kind of setup.
Is that just like sort of a subconscious thing, or did you go into it thinking you wanted to make a shift?
Well, it was quite subconscious because I started working with this producer who makes things, who is usually an EDM producer, so he does the electronic stuff. Yeah. So it was just kind of a subtle shift, but then I realized, this is actually what I want to do. I think it takes a while to grow into your sound, and I can definitely say that what I'm doing now, I feel with certainty that is my sound.
Oh, that's nice. So let's go back to the start. When did you start songwriting?
So actually quite late, some people would think. I wrote my first song when I was, I think, 21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny because people always say that, if you don't do it as a teenager, you're too late. Yeah. Like when you're already an adult.
But it's never too late, is
I don't think it's ever too late, genuinely, because I wrote my first song 5 years ago and here we are now. Yeah. Having a music career and doing it. Yeah. But basically the way it happened is I was always a singer. Since I was a kid, I would sing in choirs and I did some musical theater and all that. But I never really knew how to get started in songwriting. And then it was lockdown and I just bought a guitar and I decided to learn to play it myself. And then I wrote my first song literally like a month after picking up the guitar. And literally that was the start of everything. Yeah. Without that, who knows where we would be now.
So before you were 21 and you wrote that song, did you want to pursue music? Like, did you think that was what you wanted to do?
Yeah, so when that happened, I was already in the UK studying musical theater. Oh, okay. So I thought I would be a musical theater performer originally. Yeah. And then I just kind of, somewhere in second year, I realized that as much as I love it, I wasn't relating to it 100%. I felt like maybe acting isn't so much for me. I'm still open to it for the future, but I don't know, I like being myself.
Yeah.
And I just realized that all the musical theater songs, they're beautiful, and it really helped me to develop my vocal technique, but it didn't express me to the fullest, and I wanted to say what I feel and what I think, so.
Yeah. So you grew up in Croatia, didn't you?
Yeah,
so how do you think your upbringing affects your songwriting and your music?
It definitely affects it because I write a lot of songs about how I miss my family and about that feeling of always kind of being split into two halves, because when I'm there I miss London and my life, and when I'm here I miss my family, my dog and everything that comes along with it, because I'm from Split in Croatia. It's a seaside town. I miss the seaside, I miss that mermaid life and everything. So it definitely affects my music, and that's why I'm such an emotional softie.
Yeah. So relating to that, what bits of your personality are reflected in your music?
Definitely the gentle emotional side, I think, and like the missing the family and everything, because I'm very, very connected with my family.
Yeah. So what has been your experience of the music scene in London?
I think it's amazing. It's crazy though. There's a lot of problems, I think, and there's not much money going around. But I think it's a surprisingly small scene, actually, the small, like the grassroots music scene. And once you kind of start gigging and like doing sessions, you realize how small it is, because everyone knows everyone, and it's quite a tight network. And I've been really enjoying building my way up this network and meeting different producers. And I think in London it's always easy to find what you're looking for. If you need a producer or a videographer or any kind of creative, it's really simple to find a designer or anything, really. Yeah. And I love that. It's so amazing. In Croatia, I never had that experience, but maybe because I was younger, because I moved here at 18, so I don't really know how the scene works in Croatia that well.
Yeah. Did it seem like a big leap when you moved here when you were 18? Because that's quite young to just, you know...
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because it was so scary. Yeah. And I think a lot of people like underestimate how big of a step that is. Because even I underestimated. Before I moved, I thought like, I'll be fine, because I'm extroverted, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna be okay, I'm gonna make friends. But it was hard. It was honestly probably the hardest thing I've done in my life, because I moved and then suddenly I was alone in this new country, and I always spoke English really well, but suddenly everything was in English, and my classes, and it took a while to actually like break out of the social anxiety and fully relax and be myself. Yeah.
So I saw on your Instagram that you're a fan of Marina.
Yes, definitely.
Out of her 6 albums, which do you think is the most you? Like, which do you take most inspiration from?
I think I love Princess of Power. That's definitely my current zone. Yeah. But the way I fell in love with Marina was actually Ancient Dreams in a Modern Land, which is kind of like, I feel, an underdog of her albums. It's not so appreciated, but that's how I fell in love with Marina. Like, I remember when I was a kid and Marina released like her first stuff, and I loved her. But then as the years went by, I kind of forgot, and then Ancient Dreams came out, and I loved it. I recycled that album so much, and that kind of got me back into her, and she's amazing, really. Yeah. And I saw her live actually in the
I did. Like, was it at Alexandra Palace?
No, I actually saw the Ancient Dreams in Wonderland tour at I think it was O2 Brixton. Not 100%, but I think it was O2 Brixton. She was amazing. Yeah. Incredible.
So she's an artist that, similarly to you, she wrote her first song late in life. Like, I once read she wrote her first song at 19.
Yeah, that's so quite late. Yeah. But you know what? It's never too late, I think. Exactly. Because just because you do it as a kid doesn't mean that it's your destiny. And if you start later, it doesn't mean that it's not your destiny, you know? Yeah.
What other artists have inspired your music?
So definitely Lorde. I think she is so iconic. And I think she's so inspiring to me, not just in the way of her music, but I think just in the way that she does things. I mean, obviously I don't know, because with these celebrities, you never know how much of it is marketing and like the publicist team and everything. But I just feel like Lorde doesn't do things for the money. She genuinely does it because that's what her artistry wants her to do, and I genuinely appreciate that. I think she's such an incredible artist. So I love her. I love Olivia Rodrigo. I think the new album is so good. Chapel Roan, of course. Yeah. And all the pop girlies, really. Yeah.
So what's your favorite song of yours that you've released?
Well, I think I'm gonna have to say You Hang Up, because now today's the day, and I just love it. I have so much faith in this song. I think it's such a pop banger, and I think it's gonna do well. I hope so. Fingers crossed.
So my favourite song of yours is Stars in Your Pocket.
Oh my god,
Can you tell me a bit about how that song came about?
Yeah, I actually wrote it with this producer girlie called Sasha. She's amazing. She has her artist project as well, but she works as a producer and works with plenty of artists.
Yeah.
And so this is actually a funny story, but I wrote this song while I was still in my very bad relationship, and I still haven't admitted to myself that it's the end of the relationship.
Yeah.
And I walked into the studio and I was with Sasha and we were like, oh, what are we gonna write? And I was like, oh, I'm feeling a sad ballad. And she was like, okay. And we started writing this song. And because usually when I'm in a session, I will openly say what's happening in my life. We will talk about it. But because I still haven't admitted it even to myself, I was just like, hypothetically, what if this person was so unhappy in their relationship and felt like they were trying to cure their partner of a very bad depression and stuff? And she was like, yeah. And she didn't like probe me on it at all. She was so good. And we wrote the song, and it was a really sad period of my life. And then soon after, everything clicked in my head, and I ended my relationship. And then a year later, I saw Sasha, and I was telling her, like, it was about my relationship. And she was like, I knew. She was like, I knew. I just didn't want to say anything.
So I guess that's quite an important thing about being a musician, like feeling open, like comfortable enough with your producer to like spill out what you're feeling.
Definitely. I feel like it's such a personal job to be doing, and it's hard to not become friends after a session because you just kind of bond over all these things and you share things. And I feel like if you can't do that, it's quite hard to write a good song.
Yeah, you have to be open.
You have to be open. Yeah. But at that point, I wasn't even open with myself, so.
When do you feel the most creative?
I really think it's random. I think my burst of creativity hits any time. Yeah. Sometimes I can go weeks without writing a song and do nothing. And I've just learned to trust the creative process and not judge myself for not writing, because genuinely every time I thought, oh my god, I'm never gonna write a song again, I write the song again. Like it always comes back. So it really can be any time. Sometimes it's when I wake up, sometimes it's before I go to bed. Sometimes I'm walking somewhere and I just do like a little voice note. Yeah. So it's really an unpredictable process.
Yeah. Does that make you nervous? Like, because you think, oh, is it ever going to come back?
No, I've had those moments before, but as I said, I think I've learned to trust it. I've learned to trust the creativity, and I know that if it's not there for a couple of weeks, or maybe even sometimes a few months if I'm having a hard period, I know it's going to come back, and songs always come back.
Yeah. You released your debut EP, Popstar Baby, last year. What did you want to achieve with that, and do you think you succeeded?
So I think I just wanted to have a nice little collection, like a little gallery of my songs. Yeah. Because
it must be quite nice to release a body of work instead of just...
Exactly. That's what I wanted as well, because I've been releasing loads of singles, and the thing is, the way the industry works right now, it's really tough to release an album as an independent artist because of funding, and then depending how many fans listen to it and everything, does it even pay out? So just releasing that kind of smaller version of an album felt so much to me, and I think it's such a good collection of songs, even though now that I look at it, you can kind of tell that it's my first EP, because it's still... I don't know if it's cohesive. I feel like it has a couple of songs of different genres. So I feel like it was the perfect start to like fully discovering my sound.
Yeah. So it was a good learning experience.
Exactly. Yeah. And I still love it. Sometimes I still listen to it in order and I'm like, oh, I made this. That's so nice. Yeah.
Something to be proud of.
Yeah. It's a very good feeling.
Yeah. So you've spoken about pop star theory before. Can you explain what that is?
So, well, the pop star theory, for me at least, is that you can literally be anything you want to be, and no one can tell you that you can or can't be a pop star, a singer, an artist, whatever you want, because genuinely, life is long, as we've said before, and you can literally just... And I'm a big believer in the law of attraction and manifestation, and I just feel like if you kind of vibrate this positive energy and this energy of what it is that you want to become, it will naturally be attracted to you and it will happen. And I feel like so far everything that's happened to me I've kind of manifested, because I just decided like, oh, I have to believe in myself. It really is fake it till you make it, I think, because I wasn't born like naturally like believing in myself and optimistic. I think I've just kind of trained my brain to be like, okay, you can do it, you gotta do it, and that's it. You gotta be your own biggest fan, and then the rest will come.
Yeah, 100%. What more can we expect from you this year?
A couple more releases actually, because I am trying to work on an album. It's not gonna come this year for sure, but hopefully next. Knock on wood. We'll see. And I am currently in the process of trying to maybe book a small UK tour, but we'll see. I can't make any promises yet because it's really tough to book it as an independent artist. I have a couple of London shows booked for September, but we'll see if any other cities in the UK will have me.
Yeah. For the last question, I have this book.
Oh.
To a random page.
Okay, very cool.
Sort of
Maybe I could cool myself.
Yeah.
Okay, in the first half. What was the last film you saw at the cinema? Oh my god, I have no idea. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Let me think, actually.
Was it this year, do you think? Or?
I don't even think it was, actually.
Are you not a
what
cinema
movies?
goer?
I used to be, but wait, what movies came out this year?
Recently Toy Story 5.
No.
What else has been out? My mind's gone blank.
No, literally, my mind's gone.
know.
Should I do a different one?
Yeah, you can.
I think I'm gonna do a different one.
Pass.
Who would be a dream to support on tour? Oof. Well, now if you want to dream fully big, we can dream of Marina, Lorde, Olivia Rodrigo. Oh my god, I would die.
Yeah.
That would be so amazing.
Yeah, manifesting that one day for you.
Someday, hopefully soon.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for coming.
No
Busy
worries.
day.